Everyone, Garrett here. Thanks for tuning in to another great episode of This Week at Tate Yoko. We got a lot in store for you, so we're going to get straight into it. But before we do, make sure hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to start off with my fit as usual with my esteemed colleagues right here. Starting from the top, I have In Situ watch cap in navy, some Moscat Lemtosh in tobacco, white circular knit tee. This is a Toys McCoy's B10 bomber jacket.
Woo!
And a black thick belt, strong guy left hand twills worn about 3 months. Of course, Benchmade 940 and Nick and Famous Denim black shell cordovan card holder. And then on the feet today, I have Wesco Job Masters.
Sexy.
What are you wearing?
Let's go, Edge Master. All right, hey guys, I'm Vincent. I'm wearing first of all, my hat is hair coming in brown medium length. I have my glasses, Hugo Boss, black for seeing. I have my MIJ 10 heritage jacket. Very rarely will you see me in one. A ring I stole, just like Justin. A white shirt, random white shirt. The thin buffalo belt in green pull-up leather. The natural indigo strong guys in natural indigo selvage. And my Ronnie McDonnie's on feet. I got my lizard card case in black and Mihigo no Kami knife.
Mihigo no Kami.
Mihigo.
It's me. And then my Higo no Kami.
Mihigo.
Coming in a little bit of rust. That's it.
Yo, be careful.
No getting stabbed.
Who wants to go?
I'm gonna go now. Actually, I'm wearing the same thing I always wear. But welcome back, guys. Wear my hat. Skate shop back in Ottawa. No longer around anymore. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. My navy zip hoodie from Making It Famous. My circular knit tee, black. My Fox Fiber Strong Guys, and my beat up Timberlands. Hopefully it stops snowing and raining here, so I can put something else on. That's all.
How many wears on those Fox Fibers?
Man, who keeps count? I don't keep count anymore. I've been wearing them since, I want to say, like early November. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at my camera roll, see when I first put them on. That's all for me. Who's up next? Hey, there we go, Max.
Hello everybody, I'm gonna show you my church outfit today. I'll start from the bottom to the top, like the priest. I'm hiding my Nike shoes with my strong guy dirty fade, and I got as a jacket the jungle cloth in navy that we call the jungle cloth.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Bedford
Bedford
or
cloth.
something. It is jungle cloth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I got my heather gray t-shirt underneath that you can see, and I also carry with me my upstate stock gloves with the leather palm, the black leather D-skin palm.
All right, Vinny, what are you wearing?
What am I wearing? How's it going, guys? Long time no see. I got the In Situ black merino wool. I think we still got some in stock. An unreleased, soon to be released, the fern camo chorco, very nice. The camel print originated from India, matter of fact, which is crazy. I got a hemmed French terry crew neck, or not crew neck, hoodie from us. And underneath, I'm wearing a black circular knit tee with a thin black buffalo belt. And I got loafers from Clark's.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for a little fit roundup. I'm just going to finish things off over here. Of course, my name is Terry, and like usual, I'll start from bottom to top. So on the bottom, I got the hard-working Thursday sneakers. I find I quite like sneakers over boots because I drive a lot there. Especially I drive my manual car, and it's like that foot feel you get from having a soft sneaker. So I wear the sneakers a lot. Of course, my now famous Elephant 11S in True Guy. Had them for well over a year and a half now, getting on 2 years. Again, a little bit of trivia, like I say, this was the very first True Guy ever released. They come in so nice, stayed so good, and I've only washed them 3 times, but each time it really needed it. Okay, underneath here, black tee, which is great because it's right there with my thick belt. I don't need no thin belt to make the legs look smaller or bigger. I just have the thick belt right here, so I just have that there going on for many, many years. Of course, the zip hoodie, more on those later, in orange. This one I actually put in the dryer, so it shrunk a little bit. So it's kind of like cropped itself a little bit, but hey, it's not too bad there. This one's been around. Several washes. I left it like in the back of the truck for like, I think an entire year or something like that. And then I took it out, I washed it some more there. So this one's it's definitely like a working hoodie. And of course the in situ hat in navy there. As far as cool little accessories, just want to point out again, like my watch here, my Casio GWM 5600. I've had this since 2010. Original battery, so I guess it's like 15 years old now.
Don't they have like, isn't it supposed to be like 10-year
Solar
battery?
charge.
Yeah, it is one of those like old solar ones. It's like, it's beat up there. It's got some scratches from when I knocked up against like, you know, granite countertops and stuff like that. I've been for like, you know, Spartan races and like all kinds of runs and stuff there. It's been covered in mud, been all over the world. So yeah, I would feel naked without it. So I think that's about it for my little fit check over here. When I get over here, I'm gonna give you guys a little update as to what's going on here at the warehouse there. So I just want to say, keep an eye on the latest arrival section of Tate Yoko, because we have a lot of latest arrivals coming in there. We have a lot of shirts right now, especially easy shirts, tops. It is like the spring season, despite what the weather looks like out over there. It is spring season, and we've launched like a whole bunch of shirts, around 8 or so. So they're really, really nice. I know some of you guys have been picking them up because I've been shipping those orders out. So keep an eye on those. Of course, the posters, which released last week, did crazy well. Crazy well. We had a ton of them. They were walking out the door there. So these nice new big MIJ posters. They're like this big. They're like this big, and they're doing really, really well. So that's a really, really cool poster. And I know New York City should be getting those New York ones as well if they have not received them already. So swing by 123 Grand Street, check those guys out. Yeah, that's about all of it for the developments over here in terms of new product in the warehouse. Let's talk about this week's release. The Night Sky. Blue outside, black inside. This one's a really, really cool one. We have a special video up. You guys can check it out, where I think Brandon and Garrett?
Yeah,
Brandon
and
Garrett.
we have a fade review with Vincent.
And we have a fade review from a pair destroyed by our in-house fader, Julian, who's actually already destroyed like another pair of jeans. Like, well, I wasn't even looking. It goes to them so fast. So these ones are really, really cool. I always like black webbed jeans. They fade really well. The contrast really nice. So check them out Thursday, the usual spot. Lastly, oh yeah, we're doing a little promo. So you know that we do a little weekly sale every week here at Tate Yoko. You gotta check out the email. It gives you a little link for 24 hours only. There's a little sale, a promotion. Things are cost less money. You can buy them, get a deal. This week, zip hoodies. Like this one, or the one that Justin was wearing, or the one that we've done some promos for. These are really nice hoodies. They can take a licking and keep on kicking.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed to the email newsletter, definitely head over to tateynoko.com, subscribe to the email newsletter, and then every Wednesday you're going to get an email. Well, almost every Wednesday you'll get an email with a special promo item. So this week we have the zip hoodies, but who knows, next week it could be jeans or short coats or whatever. So always check that email and see what kind of deals we're running for the week. So I just want to remind everybody.
Yeah, be like me or Vinny or Justin there. We all kind of wear ours a little bit different there. I know Vinny took the strings out of his, dropped it short. Justin has hanging around his neck, and I just beat the crap out of mine. So find your hoodie style. Speaking of which...
Okay, speaking of which, we're going to get on to the main segment of today, which is probably why you clicked on the video. How to find your personal style. So I wanted to talk about this because this seems to be kind of coming up in the world of fashion on the internet, on the YouTubes, and it's kind of a hotly debated topic, and I just want to kind of give my perspective on it, my tips, my tricks, what I've learned over the years. Of course, get all the boys' information as well, and hopefully help you guys a little bit on your kind of journey. So of course, today I know that it can be kind of hard to find your own personal style in the world of social media, with many people becoming fashion NPCs. Fear of God Essentials, I'm looking at you. How do you set yourself apart from the crowd is kind of the question. So I got a list of kind of my favorite things that I thought of. I'm going to go through them quick, and then we're going to kind of have a little bit of discussion. And I also would love you to leave a comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the matter. So of course, starting from the top, one, be consistent. Don't flip flop. Don't be an urban cowboy one day and then opium core the next day. You got to pick a lane and kind of stay in it. Otherwise, people are just going to be confused, especially your friends and family, the people who know you. It's just going to be weird. Second, buying quality. So personally, I only buy clothes from made in Canada, made in USA, or made in Japan. And this is going to kind of filter out a lot of the crap to begin with. So just focus on buying quality, and you're already off to a good start just by doing that. Avoid fast fashion. The fast fashion places, obviously the quality is not going to be as good. People can tell fabric's not as nice, and they usually chase trends. So no matter what, if you go into a big fashion, fast fashion retailer, everything is going to be more trend oriented, and it's kind of hard to avoid that. Next up, I recommend people also do a little bit of thrifting of items. So thrift jackets, jewelries, hats, accessories. Find unique items that other people can't wear. For example, like Justin, his hat, you can't go buy that hat anymore. You know, like it's something that's unique. You can't get it anymore. If you go to a thrift store, you can find stuff kind of like this. No one else is going to be able to have it. It's going to be a unique item that is unique to you. So that's a cool way to set yourself apart. Look up style icons. So maybe don't look too much on TikTok and Reels and all that. Look up the guys who are like the legends of style. So for myself, I have Steve McQueen, James Dean. Those are two guys that I really look up to and always look to for inspiration on outfits and the pieces they had, and kind of, just kind of try to absorb that, because those guys really looked amazing and their style is really timeless. Speaking of which, invest in classics. So again, like I said, don't chase the trends. Don't worry about the Margiela tabbies or those big red boots that everyone was buying or whatever. Stick with the classics. They're going to always stay classic, so they're always going to look good, and you don't have to constantly buy new stuff. And then because you're buying classics, you can spend a little bit more. For example, this jacket here, I've had this for about 10 years now. When I got it in Japan, it was kind of a big expense for me. It was 80,000 yen at the time, which was about $800 US, which 10 years ago was a lot more money than it is now. But I've had it since then. It's still in great condition. Nothing's broken. Everything's working. I get a lot of compliments on it. I've worn it a ton in the fall and winter time, and so it's just a great jacket that kind of, it's not something you see often and has really served me well. Even though it was a high price, in the long run it's totally worth it for sure. Buy pieces that are interchangeable. So think of things that you want to be able to mix and match. Sometimes there'll be some really cool like statement pieces that you want, but the problem is they're hard to mix and match with other items, and then you end up only being able to wear them with certain outfits. But if you have stuff that you can mix and match and all go together, it's going to make dressing up super easy. You can just kind of put it all on. If you have a hard time kind of figuring out what things to look for in your kind of genre or the look that you're going for, definitely check out Japanese fashion magazines if you have access to them, because they can be a really good resource on kind of finding like the different items that go together and mix well. Okay, quick tip. Don't shop at the mall. That's all I'm going to say. Make sure your items fit and complement your body. This is actually super huge. Remember when we had like super tall tees?
Oh.
So we'd have like really short guys wearing tall tees, and it just looks bad. You don't want to be the guy who looks like you're wearing your dad's suit. Get something that fits you. Get something that complements you, depending on your body and your shape. Just keep that in mind, and you're going to look a lot better. For example, also don't forget to shop in according to your lifestyle. So if you drive a lot, like Terry, he tends to wear a lot shorter jackets, like bomber jackets, whereas Vincent, he doesn't drive, so he wears a lot more longer coats, which is more appropriate for when you're outside and you're on public transit, you're walking around. Driving with long coats is not the best time. Finally, wear things that reflect your interests. Like one of the things, I don't really wear them ever, I don't show it off, but almost all the time when I'm outside, I have a camera around my neck, because that's one of my main interests. So it's kind of like part of my look. I don't wear it as an accessory, but it is, something that makes me stand out. Most people, when I see them on the street or I go to my local grocery store, they remember me because I have the camera. Finally, just follow your gut. Don't stress about it too much. At the end of the day, if you're already thinking about this and you're watching this video, you're probably in the top 5% of all men who dress, because most guys don't even think about it at all. And you know, if you do these steps, if you follow these, you're gonna be like already in the top 1% and on your way to looking great. So I just want to get everyone's opinion. I think Justin should go first because he's looking so great.
Oh, thank you. I don't have that much to say. I only have 2 things, but I think they're quite important. The first thing is no Instagram, no TikTok, no Pinterest. Don't get inspiration from that. Get it from somewhere else. Pick up a book. Different website. Just don't go to like the main like social media platforms for inspiration for your outfits. The second thing, I'm not gonna make it too long, but the way you dress and the way you present yourself in everyday life is supposed to be enriching to yourself. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to give meaning. Don't stress about it. You know, it's supposed to be an enjoyable time in the morning, like putting together your outfits, or maybe the night before, the evening before, putting everything together, making sure it looks good. This is supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be enjoyable. This is supposed to be, dare I say, a hobby, or for some people, like, I mean, their livelihood. But it should be enjoyable. Enjoy it. Don't stress about it. It'll be all good. Just take your time. You'll find your thing. That's all.
Thank you for that positive energy, Justin. I like that.
So I got 2 things. Like legit, look at measurement charts, man. Like it sounds like a joke, or be like, oh, he's like the customer service guy. No, man, I bought so many pieces when I was younger, trying to find my style, and just like they just never fit. There's nothing more discouraging than that. Like look at that. Like in the regular jackets, I'm an XL. In the heritage jacket, I'm a double XL. Look, see how it's sized. Get yourself measured, write down your measurements, so you'll have in theory of what an outfit will sit on your body like before you've even put it on. That's 1. And 2, go hang out with a bunch of different people. If you're like, oh, this isn't the type of person I hang out with, or this isn't the crowd, or I don't hang out with the art kids, I don't hang out with the skaters. When you hang out with so many different people, they're all gonna have different quote unquote like outfits or styles. So when you see a piece that you like, you can take it from them. Like good examples, I wasn't really into Goodyear Welch shoes or loafers before I met Garrett. I didn't really wear beanies before I saw all the guys here wearing beanies. I had a very different style before coming here, and I think it's been very fine-tuned coming down to it. So the more creative people you hang out with, the more wacky things you'll see and the more wacky things you'll wear, and you'll get like, slowly start reducing your style down like a sauce.
True.
Yeah.
You only get better.
Yeah, you'll only get better. Also, like really, just have 1 pair.
Unless you become rich and famous, then it gets worse.
Exactly. Yeah, it just becomes super worse because you can't buy style. And just get like 3 pairs of pants that are all reliables, like a trouser, a chino, and some denim jeans from us, and everything else will just fall into place after. Because when you have your classics, you don't really have to stress about anything because the shirt's just a shirt or whatever.
What were you saying to me earlier about the old heads?
What about them?
Weren't you saying something like look up to the old people, like the old style
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. Look at like the old dudes, man. They're wearing the classics before like these like stupid fashions we've had, and they had a very distinct style. So like if you not necessarily want to rip someone's style, but if you want like a good inspiration, you go to it like anything in the world. Like if you're playing a sport or whatever, man, those old dudes look really good. I forget his name, but Jacques Monteau or something like that. No.
Jacques Cousteau.
It's a different French guy, but he always used to wear a duffel jacket. Search up duffel jacket and you see the French guy that wears it, and he has a distinct style. And I'd love to dress like that. Or like you could go go to like watch people doing trades. Like I really like dressing like a sailor sometimes. So like I try to get that same silhouette. You don't need the exact same pieces. You just need a similar silhouette and make it work for your body, man. But yeah, look to the old heads. The people above you especially, because they'll probably have more access to money than you do. That means they have more access to better pieces than you do.
They also have time.
Yeah, they have time because like, I don't know, but they just do.
Because they're older.
That's it. Yeah, they're old as hell, man. You guys are old as hell, dude. All right, that's it. So who's next?
I can talk a little. I just feel like can share my 2 cents or my little fashion story here. I always felt like a little bit of an outlier. I don't come from the world of fashion at all. Like, 'cause, to be honest, it was never one of my things. I was always a bit more into just, I guess you could say, I came about clothes as more like a performance thing. So I was really into the outdoors, and like my search for quality started off with me just being like freezing in the bush, which is like, I'm sure many of you actually have that experience, and it sucks. It's really unpleasant, especially knowing when you're locked in there for a couple more days before you can get back to like civilization. So it kind of came from there. So I was really looking for like a lot of performance products. I was really into like wools and stuff like that, especially like merino was all the rage back today, and it still is. Definitely love my merino. So that's kind of like where I came from, like a past of like performance fabrics, and that leads to things that last a long time, that are really robust and durable, and like I can take a beating. And landing me here, right here, naked famous over here, with the jeans and everything like that there. So you can come from different paths. Some people spend more time, like, at vernissage or social event, or like kind of cool trendy areas. It doesn't always have to be like that. You can just kind of just be interested in one thing that's kind of tangentially related, and then you can work around making some items that you have follow the rules that maybe your coworkers had. So I learned a lot about fashion working here from like my coworkers here, like Garrett, Minnie, Vincent, everyone else, Tristan, etc. So like I kind of learned from them, but I don't really lose myself in absorbing them. So like I kept some things that always make me like I always have like my watch that never changes, and I have my preferences there. Like I stubbornly stick to like zero drop footwear. It's like, no, I'm not going I'm not going with the big heels and everything, despite like there's big boot pressure here in this building. Let me tell you what, there's big boot pressure, but I stick with that there because feeling like, for example, that the clutch pedal on like a manual car and stuff like that, like I always felt like, hey, that's me, that's what I do. And having those, I think, like personal touches to how you just present yourself or how you live your life and communicate things kind of adds part of your personality and makes you like memorable, like that's who you are, and it may not be objectively the best or the coolest, but also adds a little bit of that personal touch, which is style. So there you go. That's kind of like my 2 cents, my little voyage of discovery after coming here at Tate Yoko. Anything there, Max?
Me,
I look up to
it's
you,
slightly
Max.
similar. I come from more like outdoor background, and I used to like any like high-tech fabric, but at some point I figured out that for most people Gore-Tex is overkill. So I used to bike with my wax cotton jacket and wearing jeans like on my bike too. So and realized that it's just okay for most activities. Like the jungle cloth here that's really resistant to wind, so I can't wait to try it. Like going hiking with this and just passing by people wearing their very lightweight outdoor stuff. And that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Max.
Yeah.
So anyways, I just want to wrap it up and say that I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, and I definitely want to hear your guys' comments below, your tips, your tricks, add to kind of the knowledge so people can, of course, learn from you as well. And just get your thoughts if you have kind of a journey and what your journey has been so far on your personal style, because of course it is kind of something that's constantly evolving. We're all constantly changing, and so is the way we dress and the way we look to the outside world. All right, so Terry, I think it's time for the word of the week.
That's right. So I'm going to get into the word of the week section. If you don't know somehow, the word of the week is when I will say a cool and informative and fun, often funny word here on our video, and you can put that word in the comment section of your order. You can be entered to win a little prize from us, and if you don't get the prize, don't worry, we'll still send you a couple little knickknacks. We got some cool little like UV lights, we got some like branded tape measures, we'll send you all the extra stickers and a little love letter written by somebody you saw here today. Last week's word was like extremely popular. There's like an amazing response. Like it's been a while since I saw such like a volume of response. People are really enjoying that word. I was actually really quite pleased with it. So I have a winner. We have a winner. We chose it complete random. No, that's not him. So over here, I'll start off with the word of the week. I started this comment because it's actually quite nice. So the word was libro cubiculist. Of course, this comes from the Latin words libro and cubiculum, so kind of like book in the room. Book in your bedroom? That's right, reading books in the bedroom. So someone who reads books in bed. And David from New York, gave us a really, really great definition. So David from New York, New York, you bought a cool new MIJ poster. Insert MIJ poster here. And to go with your cool MIJ poster, we're going to send you a nice little bag to kind of strut your stuff in the streets, having that confidence inside your heart, knowing that somewhere, something you touch, somewhere you have a cool denim poster. This bag, of course, is our denim tote. We've never sold these. We've only given them away as little special promotional prizes to Word of the Week. So it's a very small, exclusive club, around 50 of you who have this bag out here. And yeah, I do hope you enjoy it. So congratulations, David from New York, New York. And without further ado, I'm going to go on to the next Word of the Week. So this is the word that you want to put in your order for this week if you want to win the next prize. So the word is, and I have a little card here so you guys are not going to mess up the spelling, because last time was a little difficult, although you all got it right. So the word is qualia. Yeah, look it up. This one is a little bit mind expanding. If it inspires you to go read Zen in the Art of the Motorcycle Maintenance, I'll be very, very happy, because that's a great book, although it is heavy. I admit it took me a couple of years and several airplane flights to finish that one. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching the show. I want to say a big thank you to everyone. Be kind to each other, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Oh, I didn't think you'd catch that, dude.